everyone to v8sonline's live coverage of round 4 of the iRacing.com V8 Supercar official online series, proudly presented by V8's online superstore, Direct Clutch Services and V8 Supercars fan group. Jay Kennedy here in the host chair for round 4 from Lime Rock Park in America, and for the first time in a V8 Online race, Seb Murray-Westberg joining me for commentary tonight. G'day, Seb.
How you going, Jay?
I'm good, mate. You still feeling the nerves, I guess?
I am super nervous right now. Normally I'm sitting here blabbering in your ear, abusing you for not doing what you're doing. Now I'm the one under pressure to make sure I'm saying the right thing. It's a little bit scary.
I'll just say don't abuse me and don't use the language you'd normally use in my ear, because everyone can hear you tonight, not just myself and Sandman. So hello to Sandman, who will be watching this, unfortunately working tonight, and hello to Corey, who's a bit crook. So hello to both those guys. We'll look forward to seeing you both in the next couple of weeks. But tonight, this race, I cannot wait for this one.
Oh, it's going to be an absolute cracker. Last season when we came here, it was a tight race. So few overtaking opportunities. It makes for some hectic racing. And it's going to be definitely going to be an interesting race going forward. So should be exciting. Got the
qualifying on screen very soon.
Starting grid on screen now. So
Adrian Stratford will start his first ever V8 Supercar Online Series main race from pole position. Madison Down second, Justin Ruggier in third, Josh Muggleton in fourth, Mitchell McLeod in fifth, Sean Kelly, Lee Day, John Latham, Brad Ryan and Wayne Tolley. Over the page we have Lee Ellis, Matthew Hill, Tony Autridge, Mitch Abril, Michael McCabe, Rob Hartley, Marlon McMullen, Michael Fabian, Simon Black, Marty Atkins, Richard Hunter, Dave Oliver and Chris Stone, the 23 drivers who will be making up this race. Now before we get to the race, we might throw it over. We've got our V8 Online Insider back this week. G'day, Reece G.
Oh, I'm on? Okay.
Say hello, mate. How you going?
Not too bad. I was a little bit distracted just trying to sort some things out in virtual team garages, so to speak. I wasn't available last week because I was on holiday, but now I'm back and I'm looking forward to bringing you on the teams as the race goes on.
Right, we'll talk to you during the race, mate. No doubt you'll have lots of information and probably lots of unhappy drivers you'll be listening into tonight, so no doubt we'll get some interesting info from you later on.
Yeah, definitely. With a track like Lime Rock Park, as short as it is and as bumpy as it is in this version of the sim anyway, there's definitely going to be a lot happening everywhere you look.
We'll talk to you soon, mate. Now, not far away, we're only seconds away from this race getting underway. 45 laps at this track will be mayhem.
Yeah, got the race preview on screen. So as Jay just said, 45 laps. You got a 2.46 kilometre track length with a total distance of 110 kilometres tonight. So it's quite a short race in terms of what you sort of come to expect with real racing, but it's going to make for some interesting turns as we come into turn 1 for the first time. Yep,
definitely a tough track, but a track that, well, we've been criticised for putting it in the schedule because, as you may not know, the team here at V8 Online had a pretty big influence in creating the schedule for this season. So we have copped a little bit of flack for this week, but we've made up for it with next week at Virginia. Now, this track also being a sprint round, it's actually the longest sprint race we have for the season, so 110 Ks. It'll only be about a 40-minute race. Maybe 45, so not overly long race in time-wise, but distance-wise, it is a very, very tough race, and the guys definitely feel it by the end of this one.
45 minutes of this track, it's very, very challenging. So cars are taken to the grid. I bet you Adrian Stratford will be the most nervous man out there right now. Some big names behind him, and they're looking for the win.
Looks like all the drivers now on the grid. We're just waiting for the last couple. Here we go. Revs are rising. The lights are on. Here we go. Round 4 from Lime Rock Park is underway. And a great start from Justin.
Everyone's going well.
Stratford a little bit slow to
Hilly looking around the outside of I think that was Autry there trying to make an early move, but Stratty's lost the lead. Madison Down's gone into turn 1 in front of him. Not a great start. It's too wide at the back of the field.
Yeah, Stratford will pull back in behind Downs, and Down, great start. Stratford a little bit sluggish to get away, but Ruggier looked like he got the best jump. And now here comes Ruggier right behind Stratford, looking to get a move very, very quickly. 45 laps will go very quick, and Stratford sideways over.
Such a dangerous part of the track. So now is the time for Justin Ruggier to pounce. He want to get the move done early. He doesn't want to get stuck behind and watch Madison Down race off down the track on him.
Great start by the guys who've actually got through a lap cleanly.
It's been very, very clean. Few shakers and movers, but everyone on the thing. As Justin Ruggier and Margot really applying the pressure early on to Stratford.
And Madison Down already blinking, so good to see he's keeping up his standard of blinking nice and early. But Stratford will be more looking to not make mistakes, because this track is very easy to make a mistake, and if you do, the driver right behind will pounce. There's more passing from drivers taking the move from the driver ahead making a mistake, as opposed to actually making a legitimate passing move.
Look at this train. Lee Ellis, John Latham, Wayne Tolley, Tony Autridge, Hilly. Oh, Hilly's getting up close.
Oh, Hilly sideways through the final corner. Latham also sideways, and Simon Black as well sideways through the final corner.
Simon Black is well offline. He's going to lose a couple of spots here to Fabian, and maybe even Hunter.
Muggleton's around. Muggleton spun through turn 1 and 2.
Oh,
a little bit wide into the grass, and now he's just being stopped.
Oh, there's Aberyl's into Hartley. Is that Hartley? I saw Aberyle going into someone. That's Hartley, I believe. It was, and McCabe's off as well.
Michael McCabe's also involved.
Big incident coming into turn 2. Try to get a replay up on screen, and my replay animation's not working, but we've got the replay up now, so you can come out. Margot's just put them offline. So it started with Hartley into Aberhall, and then Hartley into McCabe, and then Aberhall was just had nowhere to go. I'm gonna try to get live pictures back now. So
back up the front, Ruggier is still under attack. Applying pressure to Stratford. Adrian Stratford, first time that he's been up the front and actually got away from the line. We've mentioned a couple of times that he's struggled and been swamped at the start of these races. Now he's under pressure.
So I just had to reset the overlay. So, Justin Ruggier, big moment. Whoa!
Justin just holds on.
That's scary stuff. You don't want to be doing that. 45 laps around here, that's for sure.
Something's happened between Marlon McMullen and Matthew Hill. A lot of damage to the front of McMullen's car.
Yeah, it's very
not sure exactly what's happened, but a lot of damage to the front of McMullen's car.
Yeah, at this point I don't know if my replay is going to work, but I'll give it a go. Let's go back and see if we can't find out exactly what's happened.
Hartley's in the lane after that incident with Muggleton, and here comes Justin now, looking to pounce on Stratford. Ruggie is really applying a lot of pressure.
Get this gyro cam on Justin Ruggier for a little while. This thing is absolutely amazing. Justin.
Justin's using all the road, plus more, plus the grass, plus the AstroTurf.
There again!
He's putting as much pressure as he can sideways again.
And you know who this is helping? Madison Down. Look at him shooting off. He's got a 1.6 second gap already, and he will be loving seeing these two fight behind him.
With 5 laps in, 40 to go. 5 laps have gone very, very quick. Madison Down, as I said, got a 1.5 second lead already after 5 laps around such a short track.
Oh, Madison!
And
big moment over the
uses
hill.
all the road, plus the grass, plus everything else.
It's actually funny. I was watching that hot lap we got from Madison Down early in the week for you guys, and just that commitment he had going over that hill for that qualifying time. He had all 4 tyres off
Here comes
the
Justin
deck.
up the inside. He'll get the move done on Adrian Stratford into turn 1.
Stratty's just pulled out of it. He just doesn't want to fight too hard. He knows it's not worth it when you he's just don't want to end up in the
sure
fence.
He gets that podium position. Podium for him this early in his main event career. Be worth more than anything else.
Now, will Mitch McLeod apply pressure to him as his teammate? Oh, it's Mitch McLeod's had a bad run. Lee Day's having a look.
The answer to that is no. McLeod won't put too much pressure on Stratford unless he has to from pressure behind.
So Stratty will be looking for a nice smooth pace now, and hopefully Mitch McLeod. Look at Lee Day. He is all over. These V8 Supercar fan group cars are looking the pace at the moment. Really incredible drive out of some of these corners.
Lee Day definitely driver to watch over the next few seasons. We've mentioned the last few seasons we've sort of had a driver to watch, and I think this season Lee Day is that man. So keep your eye on Lee Day in the coming weeks and months. Won't be long before we see him right up the pointy end of this field, pushing
Brad
for
Ryan
wins.
and Sean Kelly would like to see these two get fighting as well. Sorry, Jay.
Teammate fight between Ryan and Kelly.
I'm accustomed to talking over to you when you're away commentating, so I've developed a bit of a bad habit. Keep interrupting you.
I don't like you interrupting me when you're actually trying to commentate with me. I'm used to it normally because I just ignore you, but I actually have to pay a lot of attention this week.
Oh, Hilly on who's that? That's Wayne Tolley in front of him.
Wayne Tolley and Michael Fabian right behind, looking to pounce.
Hilly and
Here
Fabian,
comes
old
Hill,
battle
Hill up the
partners.
inside of Tolley. He'll get the move done.
Oh, Willie,
Tolley's
no,
gonna fight
Tolley's
this.
got. Oh, if he can hold on. Oh no!
Sideways.
Hilly will.
They just hold on.
Tolley's got the inside. No, he's backed out of it. He knows he's
Tolley
been
pulls
beaten.
out of that. Yeah, there was
Incredible
no point trying
drive.
to get that done.
That was incredible driving by those two. Hilly's had some poor luck this week. He's had 3 DNFs, I believe, around this track here. Lee Day still maintains that pressure on McLeod.
Yeah, the gaps up the front now starting to.
Here comes Lee Day. Lee Day's got an incredible run. He's going to be well past into the braking zone. Mitch McLeod, oh, you'll pull in behind and try and get a better over and under maybe. No, not this time by. Madison Down is still shooting away. 2.4 seconds now, going to live timing.
The 10 laps completed now. Down crosses the line, a 2.5 second lead. Back to Justin Ruggier. Stratford in 3rd position, Lee Day in 4th, McLeod in 5th, Ryan 6th, Kelly 7th, Latham in 8th, Ortridge 9th, and Lee Ellis in 10th
look
position.
at this.
Top 10 at the moment.
Lee Day, Mitchell McLeod, Brad Ryan, Sean Kelly. This has the makings of trouble. Another battle heating up. 2 teammates, Tony Ortridge and Lee Ellis, with Josh Muggleton in tow. This is all these boys will want to be fighting for the top spot in the team orders.
It's been a good battle between these cars all week. Wayne Tolley as well. Actually, we're pushing for a 1-2-3 in the TTR team earlier in the week.
Yeah, Lee Ellis unfortunately had a blown engine coming down into turn 1 about 25-30 laps into the race, so he was very disappointed with that.
Something's happened to Mitchell McLeod. He's dropped back. He's
Brad
just
Ryan,
being passed out by Brad Ryan.
Oh
Gosh, you can't
side
go
by
too wide
side.
here.
This is going to be
Cannot go
interesting.
too wide.
Brad's backed out
McLeod
of
will
it.
hold the position.
Oh, look at that. John Latham's in amongst it now too. This is... Mitchell McLeod is getting attacked by the LMR boys. This is
a lazy man attack. Assault us. Oh, McLeod just holds on, and Ryan should get a good run.
no, Kelly.
Get the good run.
Kelly's got the run, but he's going to have to go around the outside. This not going to work. Latham's going to go. Oh,
tough on the brakes, and they all get through.
How they managed that?
Smashing into each other there. It was pretty hectic.
That was wild. It's Josh Muggleton's got his blink on now too, but looks of it. Oh no, my live timing says.
Muggleton trying to work his way back through the field, currently now in P10. After that big incident right at the start of the race. The last lap around, Justin Ruggier lost 0.2 of a second. Broke 0.3 of a second back to Madison Down. Madison last lap around at 51.6. Justin Ruggier 51.9.
Madison Down has been very, very consistent this early part of the race. It's just keeping it steady, keeping it consistent, and just edging that gap out lap after lap. So good drive from Madison Down so far.
Go back to that McLeod LMR battle. We can't really say one driver because there's three. Any moment it could be a different driver at the front of that LMR train.
No, it's top honours for the LMR garage here as well, so they got to be careful though. They got to be careful. They don't want to battle too hard because that's just going to let Mitch get into a rhythm, gap out a little bit, and you can see he's already starting to pull away just a touch, and it's just allowing him, Mitch to focus on his marks and keep his Oh, he's gone wide. No, just missed the apex there. Another inter-team battle. Josh Muggleton being attacked by Lee Ellis.
Yeah, Muggo managed to get ahead of Ellis a couple of laps ago. He's not overly comfortable in the car. He's had a few wild moments.
Well, we'll cross over to Reece Gardner. He's got some information for us.
Yeah, I have. I've got a few bits of information. Down at ANZ, Clayton Brooks has said in the spectator chat on the server that he hopes his drivers have enough fuel. So the ANZ drivers might be ones to watch. And I've also got a little birdie sitting in the TTR team speak relaying information to me. Josh Muggleton is finding it hard to get in rhythm after an earlier incident, and Madison is finding the car's understeering much for his liking. So that may be the reason why Matt is pulling away as much as he is.
Very interesting information. Would they have underfueled the car a little bit, maybe, Jay? Or
well, Justin always makes sure he's right on the limit with fuel, and then realises halfway through the race he hasn't got enough. So I know Justin, when he watches back this, he'll agree 100% with what I've just said there.
Yeah, well, it's always
like trying to find that extra 10th, and then probably pushes it that little bit too far to find that 10th.
Yeah, well, watching the sorry, go Reece.
Sorry, I've also got another bit of information. Dylan Sharman over at TTL has been relaying information to me as well. Hilly is just soldiering on. Sharman told me that he hasn't really been looking forward to this race, as you guys have been discussing. He says he's a bit annoyed at the moment when he went in too deep, so he's just trying to recover it, but the car isn't perfect for him at the moment. I've also got another little bit of information from my TTR spy. Madison finding the set inconsistent in turn 4, not sure what to expect from it each lap, so possible problems for Madison down in the lead.
Definitely not over at the front then. Thanks, Reece.
Thanks, Reece. Wow, that's so we got Justin Ruggier going to run out of fuel. Madison Down potentially going to lose control of his car at any second. Whose gas is it?
Well, I'll tell you who definitely has enough fuel, and that's the guys over at 4 Motorsports. So Adrian Stratford would have made sure he's absolutely maxed his fuel to make sure he finishes this one. But Madison, something Madison always likes to have is confidence in his car, and if he hasn't got that, the extra concentration, I don't think I've ever seen Madison make a mistake, but it's definitely not going to be easy for him.
Well,
It'll be a race that we see him push to the limit.
after that big incident he had at Road Atlanta a couple of weeks ago with Justin Ruggier, he actually, we were talking after the race, and he was saying that he can't actually remember the last time he DNF'd a race. He's had incidents where he's fallen back and stuff, but he hasn't actually had a DNF for a long time. That was the first one he had in quite a while, so he's definitely a good soldier for when things aren't going right. He can manhandle it around the track and keep it going in the right direction, but he'll be feeling the pressure though, so...
I've been absolutely intrigued over the last little bit, watching this Lazy Man Racing battle for 6th through 8th, Brad Ryan, Sean Kelly, John Latham. I'm just waiting for one of them to do something that the others aren't expecting. I honestly can see this ending in tears, but fingers crossed it doesn't for their sake.
Oh, these boys, I know Brad Ryan, he's very vocal when it comes to racing on TeamSpeak. He's always first one to complain or say something or whatever, so these boys will be all having fun with it, I'd imagine, but pushing hard.
He'll also sarcastically be encouraging and taunting his teammates as well. I can hear it in my head already.
Oh yes, I can, having been on the same TeamSpeak as Brad Ryan during races before, I know exactly what they're going through.
We're about to hit lap 20 now. This race is going very, very quick. Madison Down crosses after 19 laps complete. Gap still sitting around 2.5 seconds. Hasn't really moved too much over the last few laps. Pretty consistent lap times. Although last lap around, Adrian Stratford, the fastest driver on track with a 51.6, gaining another 10th back to Justin Ruggier. So he's found some rhythm in the last couple of laps.
Maybe Justin just trying to save a bit of fuel. And Reese, a bit more info.
Yeah, I just two things. I wanted to make an earlier correction about one of my remarks earlier when I said that Madison Down's car understeering was much for his liking, too much for his liking. So I had a little bit of a slip up there. So Madison Down not exactly having a field day out there. And also noticed your comments earlier about the LMR guys. I hate to inform you, but I'm in the LMR TeamSpeak at the moment, and ever since the race started, it's been deathly quiet, so I'm not too sure what's going on there.
Brad's microphone must be broken. That's the only thing I can say for that.
Obviously.
Thanks, Reese. Thanks, Reese.
No problem.
Now, Kelly's actually got a bit of a run here on Ryan, and he's actually tapped him. There's actually been contact between Brad Ryan and Sean Kelly, and I know they won't be happy about that over at LMR. Kelly's got some real pace. I think Kelly's had enough of sitting behind Ryan and wants this move done. And Latham's dropped off a little bit from these guys as well. First little bit of contact there between the LMR guys, but I'm sure there will be plenty more.
Yeah, Sean Kelly, he's definitely got the pace over Brad Ryan for sure. So
just looking back in the field, Mitch Abrill's just put a move up the inside of Marlon McMullen into turn 1.
Marlon's not happy. He wants it
happy
back.
about it. He wants to get the move back done. This is the World Championship for 18th, as we say every week.
Sheep station's on the line, boys. Marlon's got to be struggling with a bit of steering damage. Look at that damage on his front right side of that car. Big scuff marks going down the side. He's got to be struggling. It's all settled down a bit now at the moment with just ticking over halfway of the race. We'll might quickly do a recap of Madison Down, 2.5 seconds out in front of Justin Ruggier, struggling with a bit of understeer as he gets well sideways over that here.
That's committed over that section. Adrian Stratford in third. He's dropped back a little the last lap. The laps before he was starting to gain, but Stratford will be over the moon in third position at the moment.
Lee Day, after making that move on Mitchell McLeod early in the race, he's pulled a little bit of a gap to Mitch, but hasn't really made any inroads on Adrian. So that gap out to about 5 seconds now, and holding pretty stable there. So still
Mitch McLeod in 5th position. Holding on to that 5th now. He's managed to pull away a bit from the Lazy Man train. Behind Brad Ryan, John Kelly 6th and 7th. Having a pretty good battle, but looks like it may have settled a little now.
So Brad Ryan, Sean Kelly, and John Latham. Latham in 8th place. He's just been sitting there. He's actually fallen off a little bit from the two boys in front of him at the moment. He might just be looking to conserve his stuff a bit and come back to him as the race goes on, or he might just be struggling with some other problems. So that'll be interesting to find out. And Josh Muggleton, after that early spin, he's found himself in 9th place. So
he dropped back as low as 17th after that incident on, I think it was lap 3. And Tony Autrich winning the battle for the inter-team battle at TTR in the hyperstimulator cars. Currently in 10th, Lee Ellis teammate in 11th, and trying to find Wayne Tolley 13th position.
Matthew Hill, the only of the TTL drivers out there this weekend. John Emerson's been off busy with other commitments, and not sure where the other boys have been, Val and that, so who else are we
not
missing?
too sure either, so
Hammer, you with his uni stuff,
yeah,
I'd imagine.
Hammer's been away, so that Autrich, Wayne Tolley in 13th position, Michael Fabian 14th currently, Richard Hunter 15th position at Virtue, Simon Black in 16th position.
He had a big moment earlier on in the race too, where he got well sideways and out of the way. And Dave Oliver, one we've been seeing a bit in the Grand Am series, so he's doing well out there
I think
tonight.
this is his first V8 Online Series broadcast race. Mitch Abril behind him in 17th position, Marlon McMullen in 18th. With
Michael McCabe well in
Michael McCabe 19th.
McCabe with
20th
big damage.
position. Yeah, big damage to McCabe. He got involved in that incident with Hartley and Abril. Marty Atkins in 20th position. 21st is Matthew Hill.
No.
Something's happened to Hilly.
What has happened to Hilly, actually?
Something has happened to Hilly.
Let's try and get
If we
a
can
replay
find out
of
what's
that.
happened there. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, we'll have to hang on. Let's try this new events thing that's now working. So let me see if I can.
Yeah, guys.
Yep. So final corner.
Oh, sorry, Reece.
Sorry to jump in. Sorry, but
Go for it, mate.
yeah, Dylan Sharman's just told me Hilly's done. Race over. Touched the dirt, exiting the last corner, and lost it. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Big crash, and Autrich was actually lucky to miss that, as was Fabian, almost got cleaned up as well. So
haven't been able to
unlucky there
find the
for Hilly.
replay, so I'll try to find it as we go through our driver interviews later on.
Apologies, guys. We're still learning what we can do with this new software, so we're working out the bugs as we go. But we're glad that everyone likes them. We really love them. So big thanks again to Christian Elwood from ANZ Motorsport and V8 Supercars Fan Group. That team, he's done a fantastic job in working on these on-screen graphics. So if you see Christian around, say a big hello and thank you to him, because it's a massive amount of work that he's put in.
Rob Hartley with his damaged car after that early race incident, now coming after being lapped by Madison down.
Yeah, Madison, big moment actually, off in the dirt over the jump.
Missed that one too, I guess. So we'll see if we can find that as we talk to the drivers later on. Rob Hartley gets well out of the way.
Yeah, Hartley out of the way.
One of the few places you can actually cleanly get out of the way without losing too much time. So
Probably the only spot on the track you can do that as well. So it's not the easiest track to get out of the way on. So we're now on lap 29, we've got 16 to go. Getting closer to the end, and the gap at the front staying very stable at about 2.4, 2.5 seconds.
Adrian
Last lap
Stratford's
around
actually
very, very close in times as well.
Adrian Stratford's fallen off the pace a bit. His last lap was a 52.1, so wonder if he's eating up his tyres a bit much, or he's dealing with something else.
Yeah, not too sure either. We'll go to Reese. He's got some info about a few of the teams and their battles.
Clayton Brooks from ANZ dragged me into garage and had a little bit of a discussion with me. He's told me that Justin Ruggier should be okay. He should be fueled to the end. He said he was just stirring up the pot a little bit with those remarks in the spectator chat. And Clayton Brooks also wants to give a shout out to Lee Day. They're very proud of what he's been doing for the race so far.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job. Very, very tough field. To get anywhere near the front of this field is quite an effort, to be really putting pressure on the front guys. And P4, fantastic effort to him. So thumbs up to Lee Day. Great drive so far, and fingers crossed for his sake he'll finish the race right up the front there.
Well, this will actually be a going back to that point I was making about I-rating earlier in the race. So, I think it was in qualifying, whenever it was. But so I-rating is you get granted I-rating for doing well in the race, and lose I-rating for not doing well. Your number in a race is determined by your I-rating. So we've got Madison down as car 1, as you can see on screen now. That is simply because he has the highest I-rating in the field. Justin Ruggier with the second highest, and then going down. Lee Day is car 21 out of a 23 car field. He has one of the lowest I-ratings out on the field. He's going to be loving life right now, because that result, if he finishes there, will just boost him so much.
To further explain it, basically the car number you see on the cars is where the drivers, in a mathematical sense, should finish the race. So car 21 in 4th position, that's a massive gain. Now Brad Ryan, very, very good run on McLeod, and he'll get the move done into turn 1.
McLeod's going to have to be careful with Sean Kelly there too. No, he might try and stick his nose in.
Kelly's going to try.
No. Mitch McLeod, good presence of mind to stick the car in the middle there, split these boys up, not lose too much. It just shows that tiny... Sorry, go Reese.
Sorry, I was just going to say, just on the subject of Brad Ryan passing Mitchell McLeod, there I go mispronouncing his name again. Sorry, Mitch. Basically, what I was hearing on the LMR team speak, first peeps from Brad Ryan, he seemed to be having some car problems earlier, and was being told by the crew chief to turn the front anti-roll bar down. And just before he passed Mitch, he said, "This is worse than F1. The turbulent air affects you heaps." So it's a problem that he seems to have overcome, fortunately.
Mitch
Look at the gap that he's pulled already. That's a massive gap.
Sean Kelly having a look? No, he thinks better of it. Mitch McLeod is really struggling with that final corner. He's dropping that tyre off on the dirt and is sacrificing speed at the end of the straight.
Yeah, he's probably by the end of the straight he's 5 or 6k slower than the guys that he's battling with.
Something's happened to Dave Oliver. We've lost Dave Oliver. So
yeah, Dave Oliver.
Events. Let's see if we got...
He's actually had internet issues. It looks like he's back now.
Oh, yep, there he is.
Doing a Madison down, so as Madison down crosses the line. We have got 12 laps remaining. We're on lap 34 of 45. Getting through this race quite quickly. It's really gone a lot
Sean Kelly
quicker than I
on the
expected.
move, got a move done. As he goes into turn 1, very sideways. Had a couple of tyres locked up a bit there, trying to make sure he didn't slide into it. Oh, as Mitch gets very close on the exit. Mitch struggling big time tonight. He's not got the pace we're seeing from Adrian Stratford at all. So
yeah, I'm a bit surprised with Mitch's speed. I'm not sure what's happened with him this week, but I know he hasn't had as much practice as he has the last few weeks, so
might jump on board with Mitch for a lap and just see if we can.
McMullen actually off in the grass down the main straight. Bit of a moment in the final corner, so he's laid off the track to avoid it.
He's lost one position to Michael McCabe, who's managed to sneak past him in that. Going back to Mitch, we might Why not see if we can ride on board with him for a little bit, because I think he's struggling with big understeer. It'll be interesting to see if he's running the same setup as Madison Down tonight, or... Oh, hear that wheel spin. It comes out of there.
He's going to want to be careful
Look at that,
he doesn't
look at that.
get
He
swamped
just...
by Latham. Can see all 4 wheels off the ground.
So late getting on the power coming out of that corner too, so really struggling to turn the car.
And again wide. And Latham another good exit.
John Latham will be hoping to capitalise on this as the race continues. Really sacrificing his front tyres.
Madison Down's had a little bit of a moment at the front of this race, and he's lost a little bit of time back to Justin Ruggier. Yeah, sideways through the final corner, locked up the front wheels, and just held onto it almost in the fence.
See if we can't get a replay this time. I think I might have it sussed out. So he's coming down to the last corner here. He touches the grass just going into it. Very wide. Just has to let it off until he can get the car turning, and there we go.
It's very, very close for Mad. It was almost race over. So 9 laps to go now at the front of this race. He's got this race under control, but Justin is still closing. Last lap gained another 10th, and the gap is about 2.2 seconds now.
Tony Autridge, Lee Ellis have found each other on track again. Look at these two. They're fighting again.
This is 10th and 11th, Autridge and Ellis. These guys have been battling against each other all week. So why not in the last race of the week keep battling?
It's always good to have teammates. Oh, Lee Ellis! Jeez, he got loose over those bumps there. But yeah, as I was trying to say, it's always good to have teammates that are... Oh, where did... Sorry, Lee Ellis just disappeared there for a second. He got well wide off that hill. But teammates that are competitive and around your speed, because it really pushes you to just try that little bit harder, and you always want to be the best man in your team. So,
speaking of trying hard, Latham is so late under brakes into that first corner, sideways throwing it in there. He is trying to get this move done on McLeod with 8 laps to go.
Now's the time to do it.
Won't be long before he's right up there with him.
Well, you got to wonder how bad Mitch is, because he's not too bad. I think he's changed his line through that corner a little bit. He seemed to be carrying a bit too much speed through that jump turn, so sacrifice a little bit of entry speed to ensure you get a good exit. But John Latham has a run.
Latham great through that corner.
It's going to be close enough
to get this move done.
He ducks out. He's under brakes. Oh, Mitch!
Oh, speedway from McLeod.
Oh, he's got to stop. No, he's off. Oh, wow.
And that's done.
It's going to take forever to get back on track from there.
Lose to Muggleton, and
he's only lost one spot. He's down.
He's lost 2 spots.
Yeah, 2 spots. He's down in 9th now.
Yeah, so
he went in there so committed.
Also happened to Justin as well. He's lost a second, so I'm not sure where he's lost that. But the second time lost actually was the lap previous that Justin had lost that time. So gap at the front now out to 3.7 seconds.
With Adrian Stratford only 1.4 behind Justin now. So
yes, Stratford's closing that gap for the second and third. 6 laps to go. This race is far from done.
So anything can happen. I mean, we talk about in the grandstand with lap traffic and other things, but these cars are so twitchy at some points, and with all these bumps, it's so easy to make a little mistake, and that little mistake can end up in a wall and race done. It's Lee Ellis attacking Tony Autridge.
I've got the chance as well. We want to say once again a big thanks to our sponsors, v8sonline Superstore, coming very, very soon. Direct Clutch Services, and also to our friends over at V8 Supercars Fan Group. make sure you head over and like their Facebook page, check out their website. Lots of cool info on the real life V8 Supercar series and of course the online series as well.
Look who's attacking John Latham now.
Yeah, Muggleton's closed up. He's gaining a lot
Muggo.
of time very, very quickly. And right on cue, Muggo almost off the track.
We've got the curse down pat there. Oh, he's gone wide on that corner. He's had to wait forever to get on the power. Which has actually cost him a fair bit of time. But,
now, Brad Ryan's also closed up on Lee Day. It's McMullen driving across the grass trying to get out of the way. It's not going to be good for his suspension. There's a little bit of a jump if you hit it fast enough. I can just see guys now going and joining practice sessions to try and hit that jump. Yes, it is a jump, guys. Yes, you can do a jump on the inside there of turn 6.
He's actually hit the fence doing that.
Yeah.
I think he's had a moment coming up over the hill. And hit the fence. So, not a good night for Marlon. He'll be disappointed with himself. But Brad Ryan right over the back of Lee Day now. Half a second.
4 laps to go. Not long left in this one at all.
Does Brad Ryan have anything left on his tire? Oh no, he's blown his motor! Brad Ryan has blown his motor! Oh
wow.
No, that is absolutely devastating for him.
He had some great pace there towards the end of this race. It's absolute shock seeing him blow his motor there. That's something I haven't seen all week from any driver, a blown engine at this track. So
we'll go to a replay, so we'll try and get...
Interesting there from Brad Ryan. I really didn't expect that at all.
No, so we'll go on board with him for the replay. We'll try and listen to the revs. We're coming through the no name straight now. He's coming along. I think he's just jumped down a gear too quickly. He's just pushing hard and devastating result for Brad. That's
If I could just jump in for a second. I was listening in on the LMR team speak. I heard an explosion of speaking right as that happened, and Brad Ryan said that he didn't do anything different from last lap. I can hear him now. He's not happy at all.
Wow, that's heartbreaking for Brad. He was in for another good finish. He's been a little bit
bad
off
luck,
the pace.
that guy.
Yeah,
He's
I actually feel for Brad. He's probably the most unlucky driver I've seen.
That's yeah. I mean, I've had those moments too where you be driving along, you practice, nothing goes wrong, but all of a sudden nothing changes and the engine just goes. So there might be that small little part in there. Sean Kelly over the back of Muggo. Big sideways coming into turn 1.
Yeah, so Muggleton's actually moved ahead another position, so he's now back up into 6th position after Brad Ryan's misfortune, but 1.5 bit laps to go for Madison Down. He's working his way through traffic as well. He'll get the white flag as he crosses the line this time. 1 to go.
It's been a faultless drive from Madison. He's complained a little bit about his car, but I think that's just standard Madison.
Crashed.
Well, Kelly's off.
Oh no!
Kelly spun it at the jump. Yeah, turn 5.
Turn 5.
A little wheel spin, and that's the end of his race.
Get a replay up, so he comes over. Just the bit of oversteering. That fence is right there to bite you.
Now it's just John Latham's turn to hold on.
Yeah.
Now he found himself in 5th position, but Madison Down last lap. Been a fairly faultless drive for him. He's had a couple of scary moments, but another dominant performance for Madison Down. Coming into the final corner for the final time, and he'll be very, very happy about that. But Madison Down will pick up the win. Round 4 of the iRacing.com V8 Supercar Series at Lime Rock Park.
Justin Ruggie comes home in 2nd place. Great drive from him, and Adrian Strafford, he will be the happiest man on the grid right now.
Yeah, good drive from Stratty to finish in 3rd. Lee Day also another great performance, 4th position. These are guys to watch over the coming weeks. These are the guys of the future of this series. And it's great to see new names up near the front. John Latham as well. He's been there or thereabouts for quite a while. And good to see him up in the top 5 as well.
So, Muggo in 6th.
An unlucky night. You'll finish in 6th position. Mitch McLeod in 7th. Tony Aldridge, 8th position. Lee Ellis in 9th. Wayne Tolley in 10th. John Kelly's managed to cross the line. What position has he ended up in?
11th.
P11. So managed to salvage a little bit from that race. But a lot of discussion by the looks. Guys not happy and very, very happy this race is over and can't wait for next week.
I tell you what, there'll be a lot of drivers looking forward to next week. It's been a round of upsets as Madison Down does some victory burnouts. He's a faultless drive again tonight. He's showing every reason why he's the 6-time Supercar champion and continues to push on.
So, fingers crossed we'll get the race results on screen very, very shortly.
Should get them up now. Race results on screen. So,
Madison Down picks up the win, as we said, from Justin Ruggier. Adrian Stratford in 3rd position. Lee Day, 4th position. John Latham in 5th. Great job by those 3 guys, Stratford, Day and Latham. Great to see new names up near the front of this field. Josh Muggleton, P6. Mitch McLeod in 7th, Tony Aldridge in 8th position, Lee Ellis in 9th, and Wayne Tolley in 10th. Sorry guys. Michael Fabian in 11th position, Richard Hunter in 12th. Sean Kelly actually finished in 13th position, did drop a couple of spots on that last lap. Simon Black 14th, Mitch Abril in 15th, Dave Oliver 16th, Michael McCabe in 17th, Marty Atkins 18th, Marlon McMullen 19th. Brad Ryan, Rob Hartley, Matthew Hill and Chris Stone all did not finish.
it's been a very eventful race tonight, Jay. It's been a very good drives from a few drivers and a few mishaps from some others. So it's been very exciting.
It has been an exciting race, and I think, as we said, a lot of drivers will be very, very, excuse me, very, very happy to leave Lime Rock and head to Virginia.
Yeah, it's going to be Lime Rock. It's not a favourite among many, but it's very similar to some of our more technical Australian V8 tracks. So seems like one that would suit the V8 supercar, but yeah, people don't seem to like it.
Yeah, so probably a few of the things that we need to do to make this car fast actually hurt the way that you drive the car in this series. So I think guys will be voting no for Lime Rock next season, but definitely next week at Virginia International Raceway, we will see all the guys out on track because it is one of the most spectacular, fantastic tracks we have in iRacing, and I know I can't wait to go and do some laps during the week next week, and I'm pretty sure all the drivers in this series will be out on track doing as many laps as they can.
Well, we might start some interviews. We'll go to the unluckiest man out there tonight, Brad Ryan.
Oh, I don't know if Brad wants to talk. Brad, are you going to talk?
Might as well.
Brad, not a good night?
Nah, I blew it up last season, so I knew I was pretty good at blowing up engines, and I just don't know what happened. It was done 42 laps of going into that corner and not blowing it, and then next minute, boom, smoke.
Yeah.
So, obviously not a successful week for you, but looking forward to next week, no doubt.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to have a bit of a change in the series. It's been last few seasons we've had the same tracks, but it's good to go to a track that we haven't run for a few seasons, and it's probably one of the best tracks in the service, I reckon.
Yeah, I agreed. One of the best. Then we'll go to the winner for tonight, Madison Down. Good drive, mate. Well done.
Yeah, thanks, Jay. Quite surprised going into that one. Obviously, quite happy with the qualifying time that I did early in the week, but I pretty much parked it. So, didn't drive it at all tonight before the race. So really, really happy. Car was fairly difficult to drive, but we managed to keep it on the road despite some really close calls. But yeah, it was definitely a good race, challenging race.
Obviously, getting away from the start there, that was the key to winning this race.
Yeah. I moved over on Adrian a fair bit into turn one, and a bit on Justin on the main straight too. I knew it was really critical, and I knew it was going to be really hard to go around the outside at turn one. But managed to keep it out there and get the inside run into turn two, and great to get a win in the Tats.com Falcon again. It's been a really good season so far for me, so hopefully we can keep the momentum up.
Now, obviously, next week, track that we're all looking forward to, you would be as well?
Yeah, for sure. hang on, I just got to look up what it is, but I'm sure I am looking forward to it. Virginia, is it?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, really challenging track. You can attack the curbs quite a lot there. It's a long lap too. It's one of the longest laps we've got in the schedule, so it's going to be really hard to get a good time out in qualifying. The only real drama with Virginia is it's a little bit follow the leader in the race, but it's a really, really challenging racetrack.
I've thrown a pit stop to spice it up a bit, so good luck for next week. We'll go to second position, Justin Ruggier. Another good points haul, but not quite enough to get that win tonight, mate.
Yeah, how are you guys? I think I was a bit too kind to Madison, I think, off the start there, but yeah, 3 into 1 corner probably doesn't work. And yeah, it's just I didn't want to get pipped from behind, so I just rolled out of it, and yeah, unfortunately got stuck behind Adrian there for a little bit, and sort of that was it. And yeah, couldn't manage to gain on Madison towards the end there. So congratulations to him, congratulations to Lee Day on a brilliant fourth, and actually congratulations to Adrian too for polling that. It was a pretty quick lap.
Yeah, I actually was lucky enough to watch that lap, and I messaged both yourself, Justin, and Madison, and also Muggo to say what an amazing lap time he's done, and I didn't think it'd be beaten.
Yeah, I thought my pedals were on half throttle, mate. That's the message I sent back to you, but I said, no full throttle, bro. I couldn't catch him, so I was close to Pip and Madison at last qualifying session, but yeah, we just have to work a bit harder towards next week, make some changes, and try and get this car to be a lot more drivable for me. I'm really struggling to keep the car on the track every lap, to be honest with you. So we'll just keep pressing on and go from there.
Looking forward to next week at VIR.
Yeah, it'd be good to go to a proper track, really. I really dislike this track, so it's good to cross that off the list and go back to a track that we can challenge and get on it, and we'll see how we go in the next couple of rounds.
Well, good luck next week. Now we might go to... we'll go to Lee Ellis next. Lee, an interesting night, another inter-team battle you had with Tony Aldridge there.
Yeah, there was a few moments that I especially on the second last lap, coming in, had a few lock tyres, but yeah, I caught up to him, lost time, caught up, lost time. It was just the tyres. They come back to you, then lose, then come back to you. It's crazy.
You've had a pretty interesting battle all week. You I think yourself and Tony and Wayne Tolley, you guys have been battling in every race so far this week.
Yeah, we've been pretty close to each other. I think the early race last night, we had a 1-2-3, but of course my engine decided to blow. So and then the last late race was good as well.
Well, good luck for next week, mate. We'll go to a few guys that probably didn't have as good a night as they'd hoped. Rob Hartley, we'll go to you first, mate. Rob, a devastating night for you.
It's been a devastating couple of weeks, mate. I can't get any luck coming our way by the looks of it. So I don't know whether we just have to work harder on qualifying and get further up the front and get out of the carnage, or yeah, I don't know. Hands are in the air. I'm just not coming back to Line Rock. Let's just say that.
I think a lot of guys are feeling a bit the same, mate. So we might go to Marlon McMullen as well. Marlon, not a good night for you. We actually saw you do a good jump though at one point.
Yeah, I've already booked me plane tickets for the flight home. I'm over that track. Left me talent at Phillip Island, unfortunately. But, we put all our eggs in one basket. These things happen. It's not the end of the world. It is a catastrophe, because I'm sorry if I ruined anyone's races, but...
Now, also another guy with pretty disappointing night, Mick McCabe. Unlucky tonight, Mick.
Yeah, tough one tonight, boys. I didn't have a lot of practice this week, so I was a bit behind the 8 ball from the beginning. But I got to run it, got to try. So more running, the better for me. So that's why I'm here, have the fun. I don't know why everyone's blowing up. I liked it.
We're gaining positions when they all blew up. That was what you were loving.
Yeah, for sure. I'll take what I can get.
Now, what a welcome back for the series for you too, mate. You come back and you've got to drive around Lime Rock, just like old times again.
Mate, flashbacks from about 3 years ago, I reckon. It's hard work.
We might wrap it up. Thanks heaps, guys. We'll look forward to next week at Virginia. Thanks heaps for joining us after the race, guys.
Thanks guys.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, thanks once again, Seb. Great work tonight. You've now officially debuted in the commentary box.
Yeah, I tell you what, there was one of the most nerve-wracking coming into a race as I've ever had. But I tell you what, the boys put on a show. It was great, great performance by everyone, and really enjoyed it. And thanks for having me, Jay.
No worries, mate. And also thanks to our v8sonline insider, Reese Gardner. Good job, Reese.
Thank you very much. It was a lot of fun this week.
Bring on next week to Virginia International Raceway. Big thanks for watching. You've been watching the iRacing.com V8 Supercar official online series, proudly presented by the V8 Online Superstore, coming very, very soon. Direct Clutch Services and our friends at V8 Supercars Fan Group. Winner for round 4 at Lime Rock Park has been Madison Down.